The breaking point was really when I was at the lowest of the lows. So I didn't know what to do. I had no way forward. And God fortunately opened up a path and showed me. But first, I had to trust in Him. And that's a hard decision whenever you're confronted with it.
The moment I turned to God was when I met my wife, Tanya. We got pregnant, lost that one. We got pregnant with Hexley, her 20th anatomy scan, 20-week anatomy scan. We found out Hexley had a heart issue that was going to be very complex. And then the day she was born was the greatest day of my life. 2 open heart surgeries later, and she's thriving. I lost a little bit of faith, in between, because I didn't know what life was going to be like for her. But I put everything into God for that one. God has done a lot of things for her.
I wasn't happy with myself, and I wasn't happy with people around me. And I felt like I was like a burden in people's lives, and I was falling into addictions and sin, and I wasn't a good person.
I'd describe myself as kind of just sad and kind of angry at nothing. I mean, I didn't really have a reason to be upset or anything, but I just kind of was, because I felt like there was a lot of things in life that were happening that I didn't think were godlike. My mindset was like, well, if there is a God, then why is all this bad stuff happening to me? Like, why am I thinking like this?
I've always had Christ in my life, but it wasn't my main priority. I turned to God my freshman year of college. I was actually at the University of Nebraska, and I did not like it. I was not close to my hometown. I didn't know anybody, so I was really lonely and lost and scared, and I was ready to just come home. But I didn't want to disappoint anybody, so I was like trying to figure out which path to take and like what I should do. So I really turned to God then, and I was like, just basically show me what I should do.
Before Christ, I would fill my life with worldly possessions, worldly obsessions. I would obsess on those things and see how I could make those things make me happy. No matter how hard I tried or how hard I worked, no matter how many things I had, or no matter what activities I did, I would say that I was never truly happy before Christ.
Now that, I've been coming to church, putting my faith into God, I feel like that I'm a new man. I'm a better husband, a better father, just an all-around better person. The reason I'm being baptized is for the 2 that's sitting behind you. I want to show that my family, all of my family, that I am now with God.
I started coming here with Riley, just like tagging along, and that was kind of helping me with like the support here. The first time I came here, Tristan told us to like spread out and sit down and like just pray, and I started crying because I wanted that help, and I felt like Jesus was with me, like I could feel something with me, and I felt a lot better. I want this to be like a representation to start like a new life.
I remember seeing like some friends on like Snapchat and stuff coming to the bridge, and I was like, I used to go there, I might as well go, and I didn't really go for God at the time. I was just going for my friends, but then over time I started seeing like an actual change, and I started going more for the messages and everything instead of just being there for friends. Sometimes I think like, should I even be forgiven for this? But I know that God sent His Son to be perfect so that we didn't have to be. I'm very thankful that God did that so that I don't have to have the stress of worrying about if I'm going to be punished for things like that.
I'm being baptized to take that next step in my walk with Christ, and to also just like continue my journey with Him and with myself, really. And I'm just so excited for it.
it was really difficult for me to come to terms with the fact that I needed help. You know, I was a strong Army guy, always doing stuff on my own. But after my divorce from my ex-wife, I really needed some extra support. I was fortunate enough, God led me to the bridge. I talked to Pastor Chad several times, and he kind of counseled me through what I was going through emotionally. And he really did help me come to terms with the fact that I needed God and that I needed the support that the church offered. The breaking point was really when I was at the lowest of the lows. So I didn't know what to do. I had no way forward. And God fortunately opened up a path and showed me. But first, I had to trust in Him. And that's a hard decision whenever you're confronted with it. And I'm so glad that I did.
I've committed my life to Christ, and I just want to have a visual representation for other people that are thinking about giving their life to Christ. It's a visual representation showing people that I give my life to Christ, and you should too.
Today I'm being baptized as a public demonstration of my renewed faith in the Lord. Whenever we are baptized, it shows that our sin is washed away. It's left on the cross with Jesus. He died for our sins, and that's where I want my sins to stay. I want my kids to know, I want the public to know that I am a new person and that I will be reborn in Christ.
My name's Adam, and I'm getting baptized today.
My name is Maddie, and I'm getting baptized today.
My name is Riley, and I'm getting baptized today.
My name's Reese, and I'm getting baptized today.
My name is Jamie, and I'm getting baptized today.